Okay, I am excited, guys. I have to get the biggest news out of the way right away. My previous episode about bias-free anus didn't actually get demonetized because I said word anus in that video. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to the real life, to the real world. I am so happy, I am so proud you did it. Anyway, ladies and gents, welcome back to yet another news episode, where today I have many different topics to cover, including some special events, changes to the T95 FV4201 Chieftain, and I actually need your help as well, so I am going to ask you something at the end of the episode, and hopefully you can help me out. So without further ado, let's jump right into the action, and let's talk about changes to the T95 FV4201 Chieftain as well. Quite a long name. T95 is in the name, FV4201 is in the name, and Chieftain is in the name as well, which is kind of weird in my opinion. Feels like 3 different vehicles were put into one, and this is the result now. And there is actually a little history behind it. I am able to read you direct translation with Google Translator from Polish. I do not understand any Polish myself, so I have to do this translation using Google Translator. But the work on a new heavy tank in Great Britain began in 1951, and they tried to do something. They tried to replace the weaponry, including turrets, between FV4201 Chieftain and American T95. And I guess this is the kind of a result. By the way, please do not quote me on that. This is what I can translate at least. But in the end, this project was still closed or discontinued because of they had some problems with crew training. Because this needed one crew member that can operate 2 different artillery control systems at the same time. This is as much as I can understand. I know this explanation is kind of messy, but at least it has some history behind it. But what Wargaming decided to do, quickly, if you haven't seen my first episode about T95 FV4201 Chieftain, let's go over all the specs, including updated specs once again. So FV4201 Chieftain is going to be another Tier 10 reward vehicle, most likely for the Clan Wars campaigns. And it is a Tier 10 British heavy tank with 2200 HP, engine power 1000 horsepower engine, so not bad. It is going to be 60 tons heavy vehicle with 65 ton maximum load limit. The power to weight ratio is 16.67 horsepower per ton. Maximum speed moving forwards is 46, which is kinda amazing, I have to say, for a Tier 10 heavy tank. And this is untouched, so previously it also had 46 and 15 kilometers per hour moving backwards. Now, first thing that was buffed is hull traverse speed from 30 to 33 degrees per second, and turret traverse speed was also buffed from 29 to 31.3 degrees per second. Ground resistance numbers are quite average, I have to say, 0.96, 1.25 and 2.4 rounded up. View range 410 meters, which is really good on a Tier 10 heavy tank, and signal range 782.1 meters, which is whatever, really. Now, hull armor is 127 in the front, 89 on the sides, and 25, only 25 in the rear, so if you want to take it out super fast, just drive behind it with your medium tanks, light tanks, and fire HE shot after HE shot into the pooper, and you can take it out much faster. Turret frontal is almost impenetrable, 350 in the front, 175 on the sides, and 17 in the rear of the turret. So once again, the rear turret is extremely weak and vulnerable, especially versus HE rounds. So this is how the T95 FV4201 Chieftain is going to look like. Now let's add visual model. Yep, this is how it looks like. I have to say, quite a sexy, freaking modern looking vehicle. And first thing, guys, don't you think that those are going to be weak spots? No, this is another jailbait by Wargaming. Let's see if this is actually modeled in. Oh, it is modeled in, but no weak spots whatsoever, so please do not shoot those hatches. Your shells are not going to explode into the vehicle. So frontally versus 270 millimeters of penetration, the only thing that you can penetrate is that tiny lower plate strip over here, so it is going to be another god-like vehicle hull down. So the tiny little strip over here, and commander hatch as well, which is kinda tiny. So frontally, hull down. Well, good luck trying to penetrate it. Really good luck. Come on, dude. Seriously, it is not going to be the best side scraper, because you cannot side scrape too much, otherwise you reveal, well, you can reveal your lower plate. Yeah, the more you move, the more side profile you reveal, and your side is not the strongest. So side armor flat on 104 over here, easy penetration all around, HE, some HE rounds are even going through it, and rear, wow. 17 millimeters thick. You can overmatch it. Yeah, you can actually overmatch that side armor even under angle like this quite easily. 17 millimeters is nothing, and artillery, of course, is going to love this vehicle. Ooh, you can actually overmatch the very top of the vehicle as well. What is it? 25. You can overmatch it with a 120 millimeter gun. Yep. That blue, light blue means overmatch, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is how the armor profile looks like frontally. When it is hull down, it is going to be a god-like vehicle. Let's see if stats over here are updated or not. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Let's see, premium penetration. Yep, over here we have old stats, so let's move back into the previous screen. So now you know everything you need to know about the armor profile as well, but as always guys, keep in mind everything is subject to change. And next up, let's talk about the Cannon 120mm gun, L11 gun, damage 440, 440 and 530, and I believe that 530 is with HESH rounds. Let's quickly see, let me see, yes, it is HESH round with 140 millimeters of penetration. Now premium penetration was upgraded. It has APCR as a standard round and APCR as a premium round. The premium round was buffed from 310 to 322. I really do not understand why they did it. 310 is still good enough in my opinion. Rate of fire is 6 rounds per minute, and average damage is kinda off over here. It is actually 2622. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. So 2 is missing over here, so 2.6 KTPM, reload time 10.01 seconds, but you can easily get it down to 9-second range easily. Dispersion aka accuracy at 100 meters is 0.34. Wow. Okay, aiming time 2.01 seconds, gun depression minus 10 degrees, and gun elevation 20 degrees. My god. Now, they also nerfed a few things that I really do not understand using that translator. The turret rotation at maximum speed was nerfed with red, and at the maximum vehicle rotation speed was also nerfed. So yeah, T95 FV4201 Chieftain, updated stats. So maybe this is how this vehicle is going to see the light on the live server as a reward vehicle. And why I wanted to make today's episode once again is I really want to show you what you have to look out for, how this vehicle works, what is the armor profile, and so on. And I always try to keep you up to date with the latest news. But moving on into the next topic, where let's quickly talk about the new top of the tree system, new prices, rewards and so on, using good old detailbones.net blog and post by Harkonnen. So the top of the tree special has been one of the best specials we have in World of Tanks, but with more and more tier 10 vehicles added to the game, it is harder to rotate between all of them and making sure we get the best value out of it. So the last edition was in November 2018, and it was by far the worst version of it. So it is coming back tuned. Top of the tree special event is coming back in March. The concept, discounts, missions and voting. So now we players are not able to vote. Wargaming is going to vote for us. They think about one vehicle that they want to feature that month, and in my opinion it is kind of okay. Like we have democracy over here. Yes, players can choose what they want to choose and so on, but sometimes it is so stupid, ironic and hypocritical. Community even doesn't know what they want, because community was simply crying, literally crying about the version 4, how OP it was, and it should be removed from the game. And guess what happened next? They voted it with super huge margin. Version 4, they voted version 4 for the next top of the tree vehicle right away. So they want to remove it from the game, and at the same time they want to see more version 4s on the battlefield. So this is why I'm actually happy that Wargaming is taking over the voting system. So what else? The concept will be the same, help players to climb faster and get more tier 10s a bit faster, but this time instead of just getting a credit discount on these vehicles, players will also be able to get big XP bonuses, a wide variety of missions with helpful rewards and more crew XP. The discounts will stay the same as they were, 50% off from tier 2 to tier 5 vehicles and 30% off from tier 6 to tier 10 vehicles. So at the moment tier 10 costs 6.1 million credits, and when it is top of the tree you can get it for 4.27 million credits, which is super big, almost 2 million credits off. Really helpful. And here are a variety of missions. You can get some crew XP bonus, play a battle only available for the vehicles in the special, place in the top 7 of your team by base XP earned, top 15 for the frontline mode, repeatable. Victory bonus times 5 XP for the battle, win a battle, only available for the vehicle in the special, place in the top 10 once per day, only available after you first victory of the day bonus has been used up. Okay, so consistency, you can get some food, example chocolate for the German. If let's say E100 is top of the tree, you can get chocolate. If STRV103B is top of the tree, you can get a cinnamon bun and coffee, I think it was. So damage dealers, some extra experience, some boosters, some credit reserves, some equipment units, one premium tank linked to the branch rental. Okay, interesting. High tier bonus, more repair kits, extinguisher, food. What is it? 5 personal reserves. Ooh, plus 25% credits. So you are able to get credit boosters as well. So yeah, new top of the tree system is so much more rewarding, so much better in every single way, in my opinion. I am really happy with it. Let me know what you think about this new top of the tree system and reward system. And I also wanted to talk about one really awesome special, one helpful special on the EU server at the moment. So special, choose your difficulty. It really helps out if you are new in the game, if you want to boost your tank grinding experience at the moment. So Commander, are you up? Okay, a little typo over here. Are you up for our latest challenge? Let's see, from 2nd to 5th February. Here are 3 of them for every class of vehicles, so jump into the battle with your meanest machines. Also don't forget to make space for your crew with 50% discount on barracks. But before you are going to buy new slots, please fire all the 50% ones that you are not using. Usually this is going to solve all your barrack problems. If you run out of space, just go into the barracks and dismiss your 50% crew members that you are not using, and maybe you do not need to buy any barrack slots at all, so you can get new barrack slots with minus 100% discount. But let's talk about those missions. So we have Private Ryan, we have Sergeant Hartman and Major Bane. A nice bun over here, plus 50% XP for the battle. Light tanks, you have to cause 1500 damage by spotting plus immobilizing in one battle. Medium tanks 2000 damage by yourself by immobilizing. Heavy tanks 3000 damage by yourself plus blocking in one battle. Tank destroyers 2000 damage flat on, and SPGs 1000 damage by stunning plus tracking in one battle. Conditions only in random battles, only in tier 4 tier 4 to tier 10 vehicles. Check the respective class repeatable. So you can get plus 50% credits, or sorry, plus 50% experience for the battle. Repeatable. Really, really useful. Sergeant Hartman plus 50% XP for the battle and plus 50% XP for the battle from the mission. Private Ryan objectives. Light tank 2.5k, medium tanks 3.5k, heavy tanks 5k. Once again, yourself plus blocking. Tank destroyers 3,500, SPGs 2,000 in random battles. Tier 4 to tier 10 vehicles, repeatable, and major pain, plus 50, and plus 50, guys. Light tanks 3.5k, medium tanks 4.5k, heavy tanks 6.5k, tank destroyers 4.5k, SPGs 3k, repeatable, and same conditions, repeatable. So this is really going to help you out grinding some stuff out if you play good enough. Private Ryan, Sergeant Hartman, and Major Payne. Really helpful, especially for newer players. Check it out. And finally, as I said at the start of the episode, I need your help. I want to ask you something. A couple of weeks ago I mentioned that my channel is going under one crazy overhaul, one crazy rebranding. And I am actually thinking about a new name as well. At the moment designers are working, I am going to get my stream going, designers are working on different scenes as well. A logo is going to be completely different. I know what my logo, what my mascot is going to be. Everything is in work as we are speaking. So much stuff is going on the background. It is crazy. I want to make 2019 super special year for myself, for you guys on this channel. It is going to be thumbs up, of course. So I was thinking about changing the name as well a bit, but there is one condition, guys. Des has to be in the name, so maybe in some smart way, maybe like, if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comment section down below. I have so many. I have like 15 name candidates at the moment. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to change it at all, but maybe I am. I have around 15. I can actually check it right away. Okay, I have 13. Yeah, I have 13 name candidates, but I would like to know your opinion. Maybe there is someone that has super awesome name and I can use it over here. I can rebrand my channel with that name. But Des has to be in it. Maybe in some funny way, creative way. Just let me know in the comments down below and maybe it helps me out. And if you see any awesome names in the comment section already, if you like that name, please click that thumbs up button, so this comment is going to rise up and I see that 100%. But I am going to read through every single comment anyway, as I am always doing. I try to read at least 97.66% of the comments all the time anyway. But if you click the thumbs up button on any name, on any comment, I know that people like it and want to see it over here. So yeah, please help me out. And we are done. This was my today's news episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative, helpful. Now please enjoy your weekend. I get you next time with something else. And bye.